So, welcome back, everybody, to the Brubble Podcast, your premier little stop for maybe a once every half year look at fun European facts about European politics. How are you doing, Dan?
It's like visits to the dentist twice a year. That's all you need.
Yeah, you lose one tooth every half year, you're fine.
Yeah, exactly. It's all good. We've had some life/career changes, and that meant, the podcast went on the back burner a little bit, and I just hope the absence has made people's, hearts grow fonder for our brand of
Seems to be a good saying.
Of Brussels musings.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I think myself too. It's just I've been experimenting in my mind, not physically, about that sounds odd.
In your mind palace.
Yes, with the confines of my velveteen walls in my head. But I've been thinking about some new projects, aspirations, etc. So maybe you'll see a bit of a shift in the channel going forward. But regardless, for the time being, because both of us have undergone a few small alterations, as Dan was alluding to, a few less podcasts, even more. But that doesn't mean we don't go out on a bang.
A few alterations, basically, we're like cyborgs or something. But yes, I am leaving Brussels, I think, is the headline. Quite soon to start a new job in Dublin. So that means, I think this could be our last one for a while. But then again, maybe in 6 months' time, I'll be in Brussels and we can get together for a special session. So it should just be like a fun little treat. These types of ranking podcasts.
A good little rehabilitation, recharge the batteries, and then we'll see what happens.
Yeah, that's it, So what are we talking about today?
Well, we're talking about the great European invention.
Oh, okay.
As in things that Europeans actually invented, not things that Europeans moved to America to invent, which is a very common trend.
Okay. Yeah, so we want it on European soil.
Yeah, exactly. Well, for the most part.
Okay.
So basically what I've done here today, and we'll go through, is I've gathered a selection, a curation of a few of the most prominent inventions from each of the EU 27, with an asterisk. And then what Dan will do is he'll kind of guess, make a good educated guess at, who invented these inventions. And then we'll kind of rank that country. So it'll just be a little lighthearted expose of all the inventions across Europe. Yeah. What do you think, Dan?
I think that's great. And I think, we both went to Leiden University, so it'll be very educated guesses, of course. But curious to find out. I like a fun fact, but I'm sure there'll be plenty of surprises in this list of the origins of everyday items.
I have to say, I was quite terrified making this because I know how good you are at pub quizzes, so I wanted to not go too transparently obvious of all the inventions.
Don't be intimidated. I put on my quiz pants one leg at a time, like everyone else.
Yeah, I guess so. But before we get in, there's an eternal question we always ask here, and that is, what makes a good invention?
There we go. We should have a t-shirt or something. In terms of criteria, I think, it's just like usefulness, which is like a boring answer. How widespread is it? Are these things just used in a couple of countries or across Europe or across the world? And then maybe for some of the older inventions, there's the aesthetic quality. Because I imagine there's probably some apps or whatever mixed in here. Which means the aesthetics are less relevant for a bit of software, but we could also talk about how beautiful it is, maybe how elegant or simple the design is. Things like that.
For me, it is simply novelty. Not novelty as a novelty gift, but the newness, if I can say that.
It's not like a whoopee cushion.
Yeah, exactly. Or it's not like, ooh, look, a chair with 5 legs instead of 4. Okay. That's an invention, but that's not a good invention. Any fool can add an extra leg on there in their dreams and have something come out of it.
Yeah, I guess.
It's more about how unique is this concept actually to me, because that's what makes an invention an invention.
And after all, we know possibly the greatest mind of all time worked in a patent office in Europe.
True.
Yeah, Albert Einstein himself.
And what did he invent?
What did he invent? He invented posters on college students' walls with his tongue sticking out.
Yeah, I'd call him more of an artist,
Yeah, okay.
But see, that's also the hard part, where there's a lot of great scientists, but the way their inventions often get created is just by a cluster of people into commercial applications. And before we start delving into the EU startup policy, which I do not want to do.
No, we're not talking anything political here, please. Just fun lists. That's all I want to do.
Without much further ado, let's present our first free inventions.
Okay, here we go.
First off, the bench press,
Okay.
my eternal enemy. The Christmas tree, my religious enemy, and Skype, my technological enemy.
Okay, right. We're going to frame every trio like that. How they're enemies of Simon. Okay, so interesting combo. For me, Skype seems like the one I am confident or most confident about because, I'm pretty sure it's from Estonia.
That's a great guess. I will muddy the water before revealing the true truth.
There we go.
Where Skype was actually first created by a cohort of 4 or 5 or 6 different Europeans, of which just 4 different Nordic nationalities present.
Okay, right. So we're talking, like who gets the credit then? Because Christmas tree would make me think, more like Scandinavia or, well, I'm pretty sure the Christmas tree became more popular because the German royal family brought it to the UK.
Yeah.
But is it from Germany originally? That is possible.
The Tannenbaum.
Yeah, Tannenbaum, yeah.
What about the bench press? When you think bench press, who do you think of?
Well, you obviously.
Thank you.
The buffest guy I know. Yeah.
Little twigs here.
Maybe that could be German. Because it's like Pilates, like is named after a real guy, Joseph Pilates, who was a German.
Which I refuse to accept as a sport. But
that's fair. So yes, maybe it is Germany in that case.
Final answer?
Let's say Sweden's also there, but you know what? Let's go for Germany.
I feel very proud of myself. I've successfully muddied the water enough that it actually was Estonia.
Why do you do this? Because I'm a sick kick out of leading me astray.
Yes, that's all.
Trust your gut, kids. That's the lesson from today's episode.
Yeah, bench press invented by George Hawkensmith.
Oh, of course, the wrestler.
Yeah.
He
was credited with that.
Yeah, the line of Tartu.
I don't know him as a wrestler. I just know it's a very masculine name.
Hackenschmidt, one of the great wrestlers of the early 20th century, and he's from a Baltic German family, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Christmas tree first publicly displayed in Tallinn in 1441. That's what I'm gonna put the origin at. Other countries claim it too.
I definitely would have thought it was German. For sure,
Yeah, and Skype, Estonian, 2 of them, Danish, 1 of them, Swede, another. Okay. They all kind of claim it, but
because Jan Tallinn is the main guy from Skype.
But is it an invention if it doesn't exist anymore?
Yeah. Come on, they got invented, and then it went away again. It somehow fumbled the COVID pandemic. I don't know how they managed to do that. They were already there for 15 years waiting for this moment, but. Yeah,
definitely.
Sorry,
I can't speak as a former Microsoft employee.
Yeah. But Estonia, that's a good trio, I have to say. So, so let the record show that I did say Estonia first.
Yes. And where are we ranking Estonia then?
Well, Christmas tree, that's pretty good. Have that, at my house every year. Bench press, I don't use personally, but I guess it's kind of useful. Skype, that probably brings it down. It's maybe, a B. Yeah, I think a B is probably fair.
That's kind of where I'll go. Next up, we have these little couplet, a trifecta.
Yeah, indeed.
Of tempura.
Yeah.
The way of frying certain things.
Yeah.
The caravel, which is an older ship from the 14 to 1600s, and the mariner's astrolabe, which was also from the golden age of maritime, just to find your place in the ocean. Okay,
so it's very ocean-based.
Yes.
List here, because also tempura is also shrimp and so on.
Tempura.
I'm pretty confident on this one because you mentioned navigation, exploration. I would say Portugal.
You would be correct.
Henry the Navigator, perhaps, even for the astrolabe.
The astrolabe is actually, as we discovered about a year or 2 ago, it's on their flag.
Yes, it is. There we go. Yeah, it's just kind of hidden behind the coat of arms. Yeah.
And then tempura was it was popularized by the Japanese.
Yes.
But the Portuguese missionaries in the 1600s actually brought it over, and they're like, well, we might reject the god, but we won't reject the fried chicken.
Yeah, it's okay, we would keep the food. Yeah. And that's why they say pan for bread in Japanese.
Is it?
It comes from Portuguese, yeah. Or it was pau, I think, yeah.
Okay. Their other prominent invention is electronic toll collection. So, if you're driving on highways, it wasn't quite as sexy as the others.
No. That's not as good, yeah.
So where do we put them? I think that their inventions actually did a lot more for the world than we realize. just enabling that kind of age of exploration. Because most ships that got to the New World would not have gotten there or gotten back without the astrolabe.
And all the horrific crimes of colonialism we can also pin on them.
True.
But tempura is pretty nice, so maybe it's an A.
I wouldn't argue that.
Definitely historically significant.
Exactly.
That was a criterion I didn't mention earlier, but maybe we could include that.
But I will say, in this current age, not so significant, because most of their stuff has been a while back.
Yeah. It's less relevant than Skype. Historically speaking, but if you're saying like
my life.
Skype was original a few years ago.
I was using Skype up until 2 months ago when it shut down.
Okay, well, good for you, man. Good for you. So yeah.
Okay, next up we're flying through these as we should be. We're going up to the adjustable spanner.
Finally,
which is that wrench thing that you can adjust. Seems handy. The 3-point seatbelt.
Okay. I like how you're doing you're just beauty pageant contestants. Come on down, 3-point seatbelt.
Walking down from the state of Oregon, Celsius, the unit of measurement.
Oh, great stuff. Okay.
Any ideas here?
It seems like a very safety conscious, maybe like practical people. Spanner, adjustable spanner that is, and 3-point seatbelt. Yeah, it's kind of crazy thing that we were driving around for a long time without any proper seatbelts on.
Yeah.
Not
that long.
Yeah.
It's before my time.
Yeah, that's fair. You're very young. Celsius, I'm pretty sure it's named after Anders Celsius.
Yes, that was going to be my clue, which would have thrown you off.
Oh, okay, wait, so it's not, because he was Swedish, I'm pretty sure.
That's a great fact you know there.
I thought I should have muddied the waters again. You're like 4 different Celsius brothers all born in different countries.
His name doesn't sound Swedish, is but my...
His name is Anders. That's very Swedish.
Yeah, but a lot of people are named Anders, I guess. I don't know, Celsius is more of a... I don't know.
Celsius kind of sounds like a Latin.
Yeah, it sounds more like Latvian or Lithuanian.
No, I would say it sounds like, like the way that when they had scientists like the Middle Ages had their Latin versions of the name, like Vesalius or whatever, Celsius. So, it does sound like that wouldn't be his actual name, it's the Latin version, but I'm pretty sure he was Swedish.
Yeah, so. I guess so. Okay, well, the others, speak for themselves. Adjustable spanner, some other Swedish guy. Johan Potter, he goes by JP on his Wikipedia.
Nice.
Johansson, he also invented a plumber's wrench. Apparently, Wikipedia went out of its way to say he was productive until the day he died.
That's nice. Yeah.
I thought it was funny. And 3-point seatbelt invented, obviously, by
Volvo. Yeah, that's true. That actually should have occurred to me as the most safety-oriented car brand.
Yeah. Then a few other things. Dynamite, Alfred Noble, household refrigerator, bolt cutters, color graphics card, telephone handset, and the tape measure.
That's a lot of... So are we including the others in our consideration?
You can, if you want.
Because there's some very, the fridge is extremely important.
Yeah, well, they technically didn't invent refrigeration. They just invented the household unit, which didn't take off in Sweden, but in America. So it's
but still, a household for ordinary people, that's a hugely important invention.
Yeah, but they might have invented it, but they didn't popularize it.
Yeah. We're not about popularization here. So.
I looked at the EU startup strategy.
3-point seatbelt has saved a lot of lives. And I think bolt cutters and adjustable spanners, helping a lot of household tasks. Tape measure too.
Handy.
Very DIY oriented list, actually.
Yeah. I will say, adjustable spanner, I think you drop it in a country and eventually somebody's going to invent it. It just seems like one of those handy things where,
but Sweden did it, so...
Yeah,
it's a very strong list. Dynamite, also very useful. You think building trains and that sort of thing back in the day. Mining. So honestly, Sweden might get an S.
An S?
An S for Sweden. What do you think? They saved a lot of lives. They improved food quality with the household refrigerator.
I guess so. I see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
It does seem very productive as
yeah.
Let's put it up there for now. I would have leaned towards an A. Is my my inhibition. Just because I think that it doesn't strike me as a classically inventive nation. I think it doesn't have that history.
But that's okay. It doesn't need to be.
Fair enough.
This is our list.
Okay.
Yeah.
Moving next, we start with caller ID, which, when you think about it, must have been quite hard to invent.
Yeah.
Because it's like a phone, but you get the caller ID instead of who's calling you.
Yeah.
It kind of blew my mind, but I'm a bit of a simpleton. Then we have the pap test. To test for cervical cancer in women.
Yeah.
And then the vending machine.
This is really hard, actually. This is like the last couple. I was like, oh, I've got a good idea.
Yeah.
But I don't know anything about these three. Like the invention of caller ID is something I've never ever considered in my life.
Yeah.
Vending machine, I honestly would have thought either America.
Yeah.
Or Japan, because like there's loads of
yeah.
vending machines there. Like every 100 meters, you'll see one.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, yeah, it could be anywhere. Like the pap test again, it would make me think like somewhere where like a lot of like universities and like research. So I would kind of be more towards like Northern Europe.
Yeah. I will say that pap test was invented by a person from this country in America at the time.
Okay, though you didn't say that earlier. You were about we can't take.
Well, they claim it as their invention. So.
Oh Jesus! Okay, this is getting complicated.
But I will give you a hint of the pap test to make this easier.
Go on, give me a hint then. Yeah.
Where is the pap test named after?
This pap doesn't. I thought it stands for something.
It doesn't. It's named after a name.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like PAP.
No. I didn't know
Well,
this
in that
either.
case, I would think it's like Papadopoulos. Like, is it Greek?
That's a great guess.
There
It
we
is.
go. Okay.
It's named after Dr. Georgios Papanikolaou, who was in America at the time.
Yeah.
Caller ID was also more of a contemporary Greek invention from the 1960s. Theodore George Paraskevor.
Yeah, I think nailed that.
Just search up
Yeah.
TED.
That's why pap is better than Papa Nikolai test.
The vending machine was invented 2,000 years ago in ancient Greece.
Oh, amazing.
They
Amazing.
were,
Ancient Greeks.
They were dispensing holy water and dropping a coin in and then, hit a switch.
Love that. Okay, that's good. That's
Yeah.
good right there.
Then there's a whole list of other stuff they invented, which my logic was, can you attribute this to Greece?
Yes.
Or is it the ancient Greeks? Where do you stand this divine? Like, how long?
Because, yeah, like it was more like the Athenians
Exactly.
rather than a whole nation of Greek. Like Greece
They
was
wouldn't
one
have
nation.
identified as a Greek person. They would have been as a Spartan or like a...
Yeah, and they say like Irish people and how like ancient Ireland like they identified as like Gaels or like Celts of some kind, but like not actually like one unified country. So
But I don't want
That's
to
a fair
speak for the
point,
Greeks,
yeah,
so
yeah.
that's why I try to. filter
although you didn't do
it
the
out.
vending machine, so
That's just to throw you off.
okay, yeah. No, but it's a Greece is a very significant country.
Yeah.
Athens is a very significant city in like European history. So again, maybe Sweden should be an A and maybe Greece should be an S in that case. Because all pap tests saved a lot of lives.
Right, we'll
Vending
never-
machines have saved a lot of trips to the train station.
I will say, I could go my entire life without using any free of these inventions.
Well, yeah, that's easy if you say it as a man, Simon. Please, okay. Like caller ID, okay, less important, but like I think like all the other stuff you listed, like democracy, the theater, the Olympics,
Democracy.
Yeah, well, it's a bit getting a bit old hat these
Yeah,
days.
it'll be gone in a few years.
But it's like Skype. But I'd be like you wanted to bump down Sweden. I'm happy to bump down Sweden in exchange for putting Greece.
I'll put Greece up with an
there.
asterisk as a legacy S.
Okay,
I think they have to do more.
that's fine. We'll take a legacy S. Yeah.
Next up, here's a little batch. The automatic car transmission,
Okay.
space food,
Oh. Okay.
food eaten in space,
Yeah.
and then yogurt, basically. So the bacteria that went into yogurt was first discovered by a scientist from this country.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Well, when I think yogurt, I think like Balkans.
Right.
I think like Turkey. Where we're talking EU member states.
Yeah.
Turkey, no. Greece, we've already had.
Yeah.
So that kind of.
You sure I wouldn't put in Greece twice?
Yeah, I actually wouldn't put it past you.
I should have. I might have done
Like
that.
that would kind of leave Bulgaria as the most likely candidate. Also, because I noticed that the yogurt is called Lactobacillus bulgaricus, which
Yes. That was gonna
which
be
is a
my hint.
slight hint to me if I put on my reading glasses. So I think I imagine the yogurt invention is very disputed because it's like falafel. It's like one of those things that every country in that region
Right.
wants to have.
Well, if you are sticking with Bulgaria,
Yeah, I'm sticking with Bulgaria.
you would be definitely right.
Yeah.
So surprisingly, it's not as disputed as you think because yogurt's been eaten for quite some time.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like a new thing. But the enzyme and the bacteria in it was 100% discovered by Dr. Staman Bigorov in Bulgaria in 1904. So that's
okay.
it's not technically
So it's more the
invented.
scientific side rather
Yeah.
than the cultural side of it.
But
yeah.
because Bulgarians claim to eat yogurt 4 times a day, you might as well give it to them, just to make them
Yeah,
happy.
that's true. Yeah, they love a good petit faloo. Yeah.
Bulgaria also, surprisingly, I didn't notice, they were the third country in space.
Okay.
And I think because of that, they
impressive.
still have one of the highest, they make most of the space food being served to this day in the International Space Station.
Yeah. Honestly, that you could have given me 50 guesses and I would have said Bulgaria for space food. So that's a very good fact.
Yeah. And automatic car transmission. I think some guy kind of perfected it. I don't know if he 100% invented it.
Okay. Yeah, I guess we're gonna have a lot of that today.
And
So
there
that's
are
fine.
a few other kind of inventions,
Yeah.
inventions that multiple countries claim to have invented, including Bulgaria. And I am not going to sell these disputes. These include the contraceptive pill, the computer, because there's so much stuff that goes into a computer. They're all like, yes, he's the father of good computing. The digital watch and the airbag, which is also surprisingly contentious.
Okay, interesting. Yeah. Not as significant as Greece or Sweden, I would say. Like yogurt, like nice, yeah.
Yeah.
Automatic car transmission, I guess more of an American thing.
But I mean,
I'd say.
as somebody who recently got my driving license in Belgium, I would not have gotten it on the manual transmission. So.
Okay, yeah, but I'm just saying, as a European invention, automatic transmission is very American. And space food, not the most useful for like the majority of people.
You never snack down on some space food.
So I'd rank that lower. I guess we're gonna have some lower ones. So
You should do that. Expand into civilian use. Like as a novelty, like food.
I'm sure you can buy it. Yeah.
I guess so.
If we want to do like a taste test on this
maybe.
channel, we could. Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm not.
No, we're not gimmicky here. We don't.
Of course not. I have standards, especially for my food.
So I would say C or D. Like.
Yeah, I'd probably go C. I'd reserve the lower tiers a little later because I do think.
Okay, there's a real crap. What's coming up? You're saying.
It was more than I expected to find for Bulgaria. No offense to it.
Yeah. No, I'm pleasantly surprised by that list. But let's see what other wonders await us.
Okay, here we go. You might guess this one right off the bat.
Yeah.
Okay. Fully synthetic plastic.
Yeah.
So plastic we used to make products in the early 1900s. Fentanyl.
Yeah.
And the saxophone.
Yeah. Well, you just had to say the saxophone. I would have known straight away.
I didn't put on waffles for a reason.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, but Adolf Sachs from Dinan.
I didn't know his name was Adolf Sachs.
Yeah.
That's kind of badass.
Yeah, no, he had a bunch of...
It's a good name.
He invented a bunch of instruments.
Yeah.
So just saxophones when they caught on.
Yeah.
I've been to like the mini sax museum in Dinan, which is in southern Belgium.
Ah.
Yeah. There's also giant saxophones on the bridge as well, the main bridge in Dinan, and they're very proud of them, as they should be. Yeah. Synthetic plastic, is that Bakelite?
Sorry?
Bakelite, is that the fully synthetic plastic?
I did not know. So it's Leo Hendrik Bakelund. He invented Bakelite.
Yeah.
Which I also thought was kind of cool being named after each other.
Fentanyl, I did not know. That was... sorry, American. I thought it might have been your kind of job.
Yeah, made by this guy named Janssen. I think he eventually sold out to Janssen and Janssen, but I'm not sure if his Janssen was part of Janssen and Janssen that went into there.
There's a third Janssen.
I think there is.
That's not impossible.
Research into that, but
it's a pretty common name.
Yeah. Other prominent ones, asphalt highways was apparently first a Belgian thing, but you would never have said.
No, because Tar McAdam is Scottish.
Sure.
The guy's name was Tar. No, it was McAdam. It was Tar. Yeah.
I didn't know. I didn't look that much into it.
No, that's fine.
The Mercator projection.
Of course, yeah.
Because it's Flemish.
Gerardus Mercator, yeah.
Yeah. The praline, which
No house, yeah.
And roller skates.
No, that's good. You should put roller skates on the list.
That's even better. The guy who invented it, his last name.
Go on.
Merlin.
You see, if you put on roller skates instead of fentanyl, I'd be like, Belgium has done so much of wonderful things for our society.
I should have put it on instead of the saxophone, but you knew the plastic, so.
Yeah, the Belgian National Day. Well, no, I actually wasn't sure that synthetic plastic was Belgian. It was more that I just knew that it was Bakelite was the synthetic plastic. So, but roller skates, and imagine like at Belgian National Day, someone on roller skates playing the saxophone as like a patriotic act. Like,
doing some fentanyl.
Yeah, fentanyl knocks it down the list.
Well, it was meant for medicinal purposes. So.
Yeah, I know, but like a lot of things were. They ended up, killing people.
Oh, we shouldn't say it so much. So, certain countries don't know this fact, but yeah.
Yes. So, because like the saxophone and synthetic plastic, I guess, is kind of a bad thing too. Now that I think of it, so.
I would go B because it's a lot of fun things in there.
Yeah. So, like the chocolate waffles.
Good, it's also a very like national thing. because I think a lot of the things they invented actually stuck towards
And are still
defining who they are.
associated with the country. Yeah, that's
Like
fair.
fentanyl,
Yeah, they did a very good job emphasizing the saxophone and getting away from the fentanyl.
Yeah.
I'll give them credit for that. Okay, so we'll say B. Yeah, that's fair.
There we go. Next up, slow motion. I should do this whole segment in slow
You
motion.
really shouldn't.
The snow globe
Okay.
and the indoor ski slope.
Yeah, again, it's interesting where, like, if you just said indoor ski slope, I would say, like, UAE or somewhere like that. Snow globe, well, you've written slow globe because you were in a slow motion kind of mood.
Good observation.
And that would make me think like a snowy country. Like, again, like we're thinking like Nordic.
Right.
And maybe the ski slope, maybe it is somewhere Nordic too, where they like.
But why would they need to make one?
Maybe they needed a slope part. Maybe it wasn't the snow that they needed.
Fair enough.
Like maybe it was in a flatter part of like a country where they do a lot of
Right.
skiing, and they're like, okay, we need to have this. So maybe I don't know, like Norway or something.
Okay.
You know?
I will remind you.
Oh no, EU.
20.
Sorry. Whoops. So I've already said Sweden. We've already done Sweden. So okay, sorry. Yeah. Anyway, maybe Denmark.
Final answer?
We'll go with Denmark. Yeah.
I would have thought more. Denmark has more prominent inventions. I would have put on somewhere else.
Okay.
In fact, this was actually Austria.
Oh, good job, Austria.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although I wouldn't say don't, compliment them too quickly.
Okay.
The indoor ski slope was only open for a single year in like 1927.
Doesn't matter.
Well, they used artificial snow, which caused burns on people.
Okay, that's a little bit worse.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, but it was cool as an idea. The snow globe, or the slow globe, as I accidentally put in there, it was invented by Erwin Percy, and he was actually he was a doctor who was actually trying to create a new light to use in surgery. And he just ended up screwing up, having some particles in like a scope, and he's like, "Damn, this looks like snow. This would make a great little ornament."
That's, you know what, like there's so many great inventions just have for people screwing around and get in a completely wrong direction.
Yeah,
Okay, and slow motion.
yeah. Some priest did that. I don't know. He was just playing around. Some priest physicist.
A priest came up with the idea of the Big Bang.
Yeah, in the 1900s again.
Yeah. Priest discovered the idea of genetics.
Yeah.
So yeah, priests I guess are out here being
All the
busy.
time at their hands. That's
True. That is true.
But-
Yeah. Okay.
Anyways, other less notable inventions, blood groups. Although some other countries also claim that, so we didn't really put it in there. The Glock firearm, but I want to keep this PG. And psychoanalysis.
Okay.
Which I was tempted to put in there, but I thought I would have given it away.
Yeah, that's fair.
Alright.
Like none of them are that revolutionary, and their version of indoor ski slope caused a lot of people harm.
I mean, it was in the 1900s. Nobody really cared.
I think people got hurt.
Maybe
by
they
the
cared
cares.
enough to actually shut it down.
Yeah, clearly, yeah. Like to get shut down back then, that takes a lot of effort. Like when Health and Safety Day 27 is like, whoa, guys, this is too dangerous. And then like slow motion is, I guess, fun to an extent, but yeah, maybe this is also like a CRD. Like snow globes are cute, but like it's pretty.
I put in the Bulgarian
inconsequential.
here, knowing some of the other things that comes up.
Okay, so this isn't one of the worst ones. Okay.
It had options, is what I'm saying.
Okay. So
And they have some claims to inventing some part of an internal combustion engine. I don't believe it. They also claim to invent some sort of electric car. Prove me wrong in the comments below.
yeah, come on, Austrians.
Next up, only two.
Okay, right.
These are
the stinkers here. Okay, yeah.
The Minox spy camera
Okay.
and commercial mozzarella.
Commercial mozzarella. Not too confused with it's called a rustic mozzarella.
They created, the guy who did this created the commercial machine which made commercial mozzarella
okay.
able to be created on a mass scale.
All right. Okay. Interesting. Minox. Well, if you're going by the like earlier thing of like the shortening, like PAP tests. So even Minox is something to do with, I don't know. It kind of sounds like Minos.
Minos. Okay.
Which is in Greece, but I'm not in like Cyprus. Because then like it only has two inventions, so like maybe it's like a smaller country, one of the small countries in the EU.
Yeah.
And my mind is going to like Cyprus, but maybe mozzarella. I don't know, like could be Malta as well potentially. If we're talking like mozzarella being Italian and Malta, being close to Italy. Yeah, you know what? Let's go for Malta.
You'd be wrong.
Ah, damn.
I think the mozzarella is the red herring in this little soup. It's actually Latvia.
Yeah, no, that wasn't super
The way
rare.
I would put it together is the Minox spy camera.
Yeah.
And then when it was invented, it was still part of USSR.
Yeah,
So
okay,
maybe it goes a bit there.
Yeah.
Their fun claim to fame is they technically invented Pringles.
Okay.
But this was part of a group of Americans, and the guy who invented the flavor component of Pringles was Latvian.
Okay, well, that's pretty good, yeah.
So
Yeah, but yeah, it's a bit more tangential. Yeah,
yeah, exactly.
that's
so.
fair.
What do you think of Austria?
Okay, yeah.
Austria, Latvia.
Yeah, like mozzarella, I guess, is nice. I've never used a spy camera. It sounds like it's
fun, but
maybe that's our first D then. Yeah, sorry,
I would
sorry,
put it
sorry,
down a
Latvia.
little bit.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
good effort.
Yeah.
Although I will say for a lot of these post-Soviet states, a lot of their innovation seems quite hampered because you couldn't really start a company. So if you do make an invention, it just gets outsourced back to like the motherland,
That's
or
fair.
it kind of you got to move away to America and actually make something with it.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you
yeah.
see a lot of like flight with capital.
There's kind of an iron curtain going on here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. And one that not even the spy camera could infiltrate.
that's sad. Okay.
Next up, you'll probably get this one pretty quickly. This is kind of a gimme. The metric system, Braille, the guillotine.
Yeah, well, I think kind of the guillotine by itself is pretty famous
Yeah.
as a beautiful invention of the French,
The French
of
Revolution.
Monsieur Guillotin.
But was he French?
I don't.
He was.
Yeah, okay, I was
You're
saying,
right.
yeah.
Yeah. They had done a lot of stuff, pasteurization, the hot air balloon, although that's also somewhat contested, but who cares?
Okay.
Canning. The Etch-a-Sketch is French.
Oh, that's a good one.
Didn't
yeah.
know that.
That feels very American to me. Yeah. So.
The hair dryer, the stapler, the first decent looking stapler was actually given to one of the French kings. It
Oh,
was like thing for his
okay,
palace.
nice. Yeah, yeah.
Don't you know?
Agrafas. Yeah.
The stethoscope, the foldable umbrella. Umbrella's been around for like hundreds of years in China.
Yeah.
But the first people to fold them and make them like that spring function, French.
That is very useful, to be fair. Yeah. And the metric system is quite important, I would say.
And I think the metric system came together as like just like a committee of different French scientists who kind of like pulled together the best ideas and kind of put that standard forward, which, you know.
Because isn't the like official kilogram still in Paris?
Oh, yeah. I think so, yeah.
Or I think there was for like this like block of metal that was like the base kilogram.
That, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's all these conspiracies where, you know, because mass changes over time, the kilogram is actually not set to a constant. So,
Yeah, that kind of makes sense if you accumulate like dust and other materials. Like, then you probably aren't exactly spot on. But it's fine. We won't lose sleep over it.
What do you think of Braille as a concept? Does it annoy you that it was created by a person who didn't start out as blind? Or is that just me?
No.
Okay.
That's a weird take.
Okay. I don't know. I was like...
Well, he was cheating because he got to see it at the start of his life.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Well, he knew he got a head start.
Yeah.
Like if Helen Keller started out being able to see and hear, you wouldn't be as impressive what you ended up as. Anyways, I'll leave that.
It's stuck around to this day, so I think we can give Louis Braille some credit.
Yeah, I guess so.
Also, yeah, it's Braille. I think I don't think it's Braille. I think
Speak
it's very
American.
Anglo pronunciation. Yeah.
You say Braille in Irish?
No, it would be like Louis Braille in French, right? Yeah.
I guess so.
Anyway, well, pasteurization was one of the other ones, and that's like saved a lot of lives. Yeah.
Unless you're a raw milk truther.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Etch-a-Sketch brought a lot of fun to people.
I never understood how those things worked.
Me neither. Probably takes like years of training. I think it's probably like maybe level.
I would go higher to A. I think
that's fine.
that a lot of their inventions have held up well over time.
And the metric system is very useful.
Exactly. I would bump it a little higher because it's not just. There are a ton of other like their inventions page is quite long.
Of course, yeah. Although I will say the metric system, I still like put people's heights in feet and inches. I'm still quite Anglo that way.
I can do
weight in
feet only when
stones.
it's around my own height. I know my own height in feet.
Yeah,
but if somebody's like I'm 5'2", I know that's short.
Yes.
But if you say 5'6", I'm like.
You see, whereas I'm the opposite. If someone says like, "Oh, I'm like 1.70 m," I'm like, I don't know what that is. You know, it's like I know like 1.80 m is like roughly like 6 feet.
You can visualize
but
that in 10-centimeter increments.
I
Whereas
can't.
feet, it's like.
I can't. But you see, for me, it's just the inches is just it's just natural. So anyway, we can talk about this for a while. So we can move on to the next beautiful one invention.
Next one is just halloumi.
This has to be Cyprus, right? Like, I would have thought halloumi is Greek, and I'm like, if it's not Greek, then it must be Cypriot.
Unless you put on grease twice.
Unless you put in Greece choice.
You're right.
You know, Cyprus, good job. I really like halloumi.
I'm glad they made it to his list, as certain countries did not.
Yeah. We said 24 to 27.
Yeah. I will also say that I was more enthusiastic in doing the research in the beginning, so they probably lucked out by having a C in their name, as opposed to...
later countries that we will not mention. Yeah.
So yeah, halloumi. It's a
Nice.
Cypriot invention.
It's delicious.
I have nothing else to say.
The fact it's just one, it means it should be probably a D, but the fact I like halloumi probably makes it a C for me.
And apparently my online map maker doesn't even consider it European.
Oh my god, that's
despite it
crazy.
including the Vatican.
That's crazy.
That's a bit of an admission.
And it includes Turkey.
Oof.
That is cheeky.
And Liechtenstein.
Yeah, that is weird. Doesn't include Cyprus.
Which one do we stand in for Cyprus?
Well, not Turkey anyway. No, cause maybe Norway, because I thought Norway was in the EU earlier. So. Very similar, Norway and Cyprus.
Yeah. Okay, next up, a nice slew of inventions. The orange carrot.
Yeah.
Carrots not always orange.
Yeah, that's true.
Wi-Fi.
Okay.
The father of Wi-Fi is from this nation, as they call it. But technically, there were a few other people involved too, but whatever.
Yeah.
The eye test chart.
Yeah, like I guess these technological inventions, there's always a team of people.
Yeah.
Like the internet
And
or
technically,
different
Wi-Fi
apps.
isn't even an invention; it's a standard. If you want to get really boring.
Okay, that is pretty boring. Yeah,
And
thank
if
you.
you've ever done tech policy, standards are the worst thing to get into. So
Yeah, no comment.
I'll be quiet right now.
Actually, yeah, as of yesterday, I no longer work for that company, so it's fine. Anyway, I'm pretty sure I know this because the orange carrot.
Okay.
Because the orange carrot, you said carrots traditionally come in all sorts of colors,
Yes.
but they wanted to breed an orange carrot in honor of William of Orange,
Yes.
King of the Netherlands.
Yes.
So I'm pretty sure the other two I wouldn't have known, but I would say it's Dutch. Yeah.
Okay, I actually didn't realize the carrot didn't used to always be orange.
Yeah,
It makes
it's
sense.
no, but it's so weird. It's like if someone told you like bananas used to be different colors.
Yeah.
But they weren't always yellow.
They were green.
Oh yeah, I know, but like,
They
but it's
turned
like you know,
But yeah, no, I get it.
you like lots of fruits and vegetables do just kind of come like in one
Yeah.
color. So it's not that crazy. Assume the carrots all just came like in that color.
Yeah. And these Dutch, consistently making everything orange,
Yeah, I know, it's crazy.
But
Put
it's
it on
not-
your flag if you hear that much.
Ooh, that's nationalist.
Yeah, sorry.
As
Yeah.
we learned.
Okay.
But,
Yeah.
yeah, so the other things they did, the triangulation, the cassette tape, the fair trade certification.
Okay, that's good.
Gin, which I knew you would get.
Kind of her, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
The pendulum clock, the most accurate clock until the 1900s when the quartz was discovered or made.
Yeah.
The metronome, the most beautiful musical instrument.
Yeah.
The telescope, the thermostat, gas lighting, modern air fryer, which is actually from the 2000s.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Traffic enforcement camera, and then there's some like inventions kind of made in conjunction with I think Samsung, between Philips and Samsung. So the DVD,
okay.
the compact disc. I think the cassette tape had some other things going.
Yeah. I guess Philips, were involved in a lot of
Really big.
important,
Yeah.
things from like the second half of the 20th century onwards. And it was Van Leeuwenhoek was the guy for the microscope, I think.
I believe
I think
so.
he was
yeah.
the Dutch optician.
Yeah, I didn't write down the
from
name.
like 17th century. But Wi-Fi is actually one that's
as a
interesting,
Dutch would call it.
Yeah.
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi,
Which
yes.
I hate.
Natuurlijk. Yeah.
I hate it with a passion.
That's a pretty good set right there. Like
Yeah.
I think they got a lot to be proud of in the Netherlands.
And I think it's a pretty modern list too. Beyond like most of these things are things you just find around our society still today, which is pretty interesting.
What do you think? Yeah, like air fryer and Wi-Fi and the thermostat as well.
So
like
average Dutch home.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, windy stairs.
Yeah.
So maybe that is like an A then.
Yeah,
Would you say
I think so.
An S for the technological inventions? Like, yeah.
I wouldn't put it above France.
Okay.
As Dutch as I am.
Okay, no, A is fine. Yeah. So
Let's see. Let's not grab Luxembourg instead. Accidentally.
yeah, that would be a fatal error.
Yeah, I'll have your prediction. Do you think Luxembourg will be on this list?
Yes.
Okay.
I think it's wealthy enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next up, the contact lens.
Okay.
A sobering station or a drunk tank. I love how they used to call it sobering station.
That's good. Yeah.
And the sugar cube.
Okay, this is a weird selection. Also, the fact like a drunk tank is like, I guess, like an invention.
Well, it didn't. They were the first country to start doing it.
I just wouldn't have thought that like this is something that like would have been like, they could do it. They could have pinpointed the first place to do this, because it's like the idea of like throwing drunk people inside a room to sober up doesn't seem that revolutionary to
I
me.
think they just let them go in the past.
Yeah,
I think at one point they're like, it's such a nuisance. We got to put them somewhere until they're back good.
I honestly have no clue, because this is such like a weird combination.
I'd focus on the drunk
items. Oh, okay. Is it Ireland? Is that what we're saying?
No, it's not.
Okay.
It is the Czech Republic.
Okay.
They also invented Semtex, a plastic explosive.
That's true. Yeah. I'm pretty sure there's an energy drink that you can still get in Czech Republic called Semtex.
That's kind of neat.
Yeah.
The other thing they invented technically was robot, but the word robot.
Yes.
Which comes from the Czech word
for slave.
Yes. Yeah, basically.
Yeah, from Karol Čapek, the writer. Yeah.
1920, I believe. Mm-hmm. And some discussion also about them inventing a mechanical pencil to color photography or whatever. But
who cares? Yeah.
What do you think about?
Well, contact lenses are very useful. I don't use them personally, but like it helps a lot of people.
I just push through the blindness. Yeah.
But then again, the contact lens is more convenience, because like glasses also exist and serve the same function. So like probably like a B or a C.
I wouldn't put it too highly.
Like sugar cubes, like again, this is like a very specific thing.
Oh, I was gonna.
Horses might put an S as a result.
I'll put it down. See,
yeah.
I was gonna have a rant about sugar cubes.
Please
I don't drink coffee or ever use sugar cubes, but I feel like they've been disappearing.
Oh yeah.
I never see sugar cubes anymore. It's all these little tubes of sugar.
Yeah, it's the sugar packets. Yeah, it's more hygienic. Yeah.
Is it?
So people sticking their hands in.
I thought it was more like
cubes.
I guess. I don't drink coffee, but I was like, I just remember because my father always drank coffee as a proud Dutch man,
Yeah.
So sugar cubes are like a staple of like the table. Mm-hmm. But you never see them around. I don't even know. I guess they still sell them, but like.
Yeah, no, for me, it's not really something that you see very often these days.
It's funny that it disappears. I think maybe in like 100 years, we'll be sitting there.
It's gone the way of Skype. Yeah.
We just had the cubes itself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, we just had like a bowl, because I remember like it was like a bowl of like brown sugar.
Brown sugar.
That was what you put on. Yeah.
Oh, I have a brown sugars here. I had a.
Sounds like a euphemism, but okay.
So I had this. My dad had his nephew that once came to visit us in Canada, and he remarried to this Chinese woman. Mm-hmm. And she came and she was like, "Yo, I want some tea." And my parents are like, "Okay, we'll give you some tea."
Yeah.
And so they just normal tea. And she's like, "Oh, I take mine with brown sugar." And all of us were like, "Oh, how exotic! Putting something in your tea." And then all of us were like, "Sugar must taste great. Tea, nah, we don't really care. So why don't we all scoop a very large amount of sugar into our own cups of tea we have now?" It was disgusting.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna do that again. So I'm instantly skeptical of brown sugar in anything.
Yeah, that's fair. I love brown sugar on a pancake.
That is true though. We did do that.
Yeah. Like brown sugar and honey on a pancake.
Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah.
No, definitely.
Okay. Anyway, back to the important business.
You'll know this one.
Come on, bring it in. I recognize that man anywhere.
It's word spacing. So the spacing between words.
Yeah.
Duty-free shopping.
Okay.
And a submarine.
Okay, so two of these I'm pretty sure about the story.
Yeah.
It's Ireland, hence my joy at seeing it. Word spacing, that's going to come from like monks.
Yes.
Back in the day, like scribes in monasteries. We're going to say, I was going to say like 7th, 8th century. Yeah. Because like traditionally, you just used to write everything together, like a stream of consciousness.
Yeah.
And then at some point, some genius monk was like, "Wait, why don't we just like actually space it out so like it was easier to read?" And voila, we got space between words. And then the submarine then is John P. Holland from Clare and like southwest of Ireland. And I think maybe he invented it in America.
He made
something like
submarines are
that.
kind
Yeah.
of disputed because a bunch
Yeah.
of people kind of had the same idea.
Yeah, because it wasn't like an
boats
ancient
underwater.
Yeah, it wasn't like an ancient times to just
Yeah.
one version of submarine.
And I
but
swear the Dutch were the first to do it, but maybe it's just me misinterpreting the name Holland for meaning Dutch. But
no, I think I've heard that too from the
Yeah.
17th century. Yeah, like
because he had some like tank basically he dropped it. But this
Yeah.
guy was the first guy contracted by the U.S. Navy to
Yeah.
make actual submarine vessels for real use, really, or for useful use beyond just drowning yourself in. So.
yeah. So those are good Irish inventions.
Also, he looks so
Yeah.
Irish in the picture I have here. Of just like a little gopher in a little top hat, a little
and
bowler
a
hat.
massive mustache as well. Incredible.
Yeah.
Duty free shopping. I wasn't aware.
Yeah, it was first introduced by a guy named Brendan O'Regan.
Yeah, good Irish name.
In Shannon, an airport there.
Shannon will make sense. Yeah,
In
with all the American
1947.
tourists. Because isn't that's also where Irish coffee comes from?
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, because I think it was also might have been the same period where like these American visitors were like stranded at the
Yeah.
airport because their flight got cancelled or whatever, and
Yeah.
then they had to keep them warm on a cold Irish evening. And the guy working at the bar whipped up the Irish coffee. So yeah,
Oh, they also, in addition to Irish coffee, Irish road bowling, which I
Yeah.
have no idea what that is, but it sounds fun.
I can explain it if you want.
Go for it.
We say bowling.
Ugh.
I know.
This is the first English word which you say the way I think it should be said.
I know, right? Yeah, that's great. So road bowling, it's only in two parts of the island, so it's in Armagh in the
They only
north
had roads there.
and Cork in the south, where I'm from. And it's essentially a game where you have to get from point A to point B in the fewest throws as possible.
Right.
And it's done generally on public roads with a small metal ball. And that's kind of it, really. It's very popular with like middle-aged men betting a lot of money on the outcome of the sport. And then I guess probably there's people drink afterwards.
This seems like a sport best done while drunk.
Yeah, well, you got like a little metal ball that you're throwing at high speed, so you gotta be quite like
In between the cars and traffic.
No, but if you're in the crowd, you gotta have your wits about you. Because I know like
Right.
a relative like got injured once getting hit by one of these balls. And then hurling, you might have seen clips of this online where we have like the big sticks, a little ball. We have like a soccer goal and rugby posts, and it's a very fast and aggressive game, but it's an amazing sport to watch.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Also, the reflector sight for like rifles.
Okay, interesting.
Flavored potato chips or crisps, as you might call
Tato.
Potato.
Tato is the brand in Ireland.
Okay. I thought you were just pronounced it Tato instead.
No.
of potato.
Tato is like the big Irish brand of crisps. There's a Northern Irish and a Republic of Ireland version.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I won't go into politics. Whiskey as well.
Which you spelt the Scottish way.
Did I?
Yeah,
It's just
the Irish whiskey is EY at the end.
Okay.
Yeah.
I might have just made a typo there as well.
Or it could be autocorrect. It's possible too.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Scotch.
Because I always set my
Yeah.
PowerPoint to
Scotch whiskey is KY, whereas Irish whiskey is KEY.
Okay, interesting.
There you go.
And also the tractor, technically, somewhat. So Macy Ferguson was a.
Oh, okay. Is that Irish? Yeah.
I mean,
okay.
technically, it's Canadian in my opinion.
Okay.
But
Also, I was a Massey Ferguson. I thought you grew up at a farm.
we say Macy Ferguson.
You said Macy. Okay.
I think that's just the Canadian. version.
Interesting. Yeah. Maybe you said the correct way then. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you're more right than I am, but
Yeah. Who knows? But no. Wait. Duty free shopping. So that was Shannon Airport. Okay. I need to save that fact.
I think I've gone to a duty-free shopping place once in my life when I
Yeah.
needed a quick souvenir.
Yeah.
It's
That's
so
fair.
I think it actually knocks you down because it's a bit of a blight on.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I'm not against duty free shopping. Like it's nice to get a little Belgian chocolate or something when you're going back home.
I guess. Okay, maybe I'll hold back my outrage. Where would you put it as an unbiased son at the country?
Well, word spacing is very useful.
It
I think
is.
we agree on that.
But I think eventually would have just came out to be anyways, right?
So
You were just first to it.
yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So isn't that good?
I guess that is the definition of an invention.
Yeah, exactly. It's fine. Will we say B?
Yeah, I'll give it.
Yeah.
I think it's I think there's a lot of like very Irish things that came out of Ireland.
Yeah, like most of those inventions are just things that are in Ireland,
And that you still
like
maintain.
Irish sports.
Yeah.
Although I guess like flavored crisps and whiskey have traveled quite well. Irish coffee I've never actually had.
Me neither. I think.
I don't really like coffee, so yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay, here's a selection.
Okay.
Lollipops, or well, specifically not the little lollipop
Yeah.
type. table football,
Okay.
foosball as some people would call it,
Oh god, I hate that word.
and classical guitars.
Yeah, classical guitar.
Or just guitar. The 6-string guitar is what I would say.
Okay, well, the lollipop in the picture is a chupa chup,
Right.
which is Spanish. I'm pretty sure because chupar is to suck in Spanish.
Their logo was designed by the guy with the anteater, Picasso. But my name
No,
recognition,
it's
like the second.
Salvador Dali. I was like, he knows this great fact, and then you didn't stick to landing.
Well, it's Picasso anyways. Who did
No, it's Dali.
What was it?
Yeah, it was Dali. The chupa chup logo. Yeah,
My bad.
that's okay.
Anyways, but take that as an example of a lollipop, not as a brand of lollipop. Then.
But then again, when I think of classical guitar,
Yeah.
I do think like flamenco.
Well, take that as an example of a guitar.
Muddied waters. Here we go. Like table football. Spanish people love football, so let's just say Spain. Yeah. Ole.
There's no harming you or no getting past you. They also made the beret.
Oh,
It's actually
okay.
Spanish.
Wow.
I should put it on there.
Jeez, I have seen Spanish people wearing berets. To be fair,
Yeah.
like Basque people. I think it's like part of it.
I didn't look too
Just
much
a Basque
into it.
outfit. Yeah.
Fashion is not my strong point. But
Wow. Okay.
I was laying in bed the other night and I was like, maybe I should start wearing more of an old person hat. But
Yeah. Why not?
I think I'm too tall for it.
Yeah, I would just be like 6'7" then with a hat on.
Yeah.
Anyway, spacesuit is interesting.
Yeah, some guy wanted to go up really high in a balloon, and
Yeah.
they're like, maybe we need a special suit for it. So like the
Oh.
classical looking spacesuit first
That
kind
is
of
cool.
emerged.
Yeah, I
there.
did not know that was
But,
Spanish.
you know, the actual space suits were not
okay,
really
I don't
that.
care,
but,
yeah.
Sherry.
Named after.
Sure. Sure.
No, Jerez. The
I did
town in
read
Spain.
that. My
Yeah.
mind just clocked over alcohol. So
Yeah, that's fine. It's a good selection.
yeah.
Yeah.
The wheelchair's funny. They technically have some sort of claim to creating a chair with wheels,
Yeah.
which is not that hard of an idea to put together, in my opinion.
Okay.
But they gave it to one of their kings, and he kind of popularized wheelchairs as being a thing.
Okay.
Which is
Interesting.
kinda neat,
That is interesting. Yeah. Yeah, I would have thought lollipops were Spanish, but that's nice. Yeah, and table football. Again, in my mind, I thought it would be German or something.
It seems very practical for the Spaniards, you know? It seems like something you find in every hip startup.
El fútbol, pero más pequeño.
They call it something interesting. They call it footballin.
Ah, yeah, I think I have heard that. Yeah, football, yeah.
I'm going footballin.
Yeah, and in French you call it something else that I've forgotten. No, wait, flipper is what they call pinball, I think. Or I might call it football.
Nah,
In the
anyways.
comments, any French people, let me know, please.
Yeah.
So, I would say not like world-changing inventions.
Yeah.
More like they're like more on the fun entertainment side.
Yeah, they had a lot of time in their hands, I feel like.
Yeah, so maybe it's more of a B. Like they
get
invented
that.
like some nice things, but like they didn't invent like like the pap test, for example.
Yeah, you didn't save a woman's life with a
No.
baseball game.
For example.
Yeah. He's a pretty self-explanatory one again. Kindergarten,
Yeah.
aspirin, and a printing press.
Well, the child garden gives it away at the start.
That would have been my clue, but
Yeah,
you're
exactly,
much
yeah.
ahead of me.
Kinder chocolate bars as well, delicious.
Yeah.
I think this is the beautiful country of Deutschland.
You would be
Yeah.
100% correct. With a very long list of other stuff that I could have
Yeah,
put on
yeah,
there.
yeah. Yeah, you
X-rays,
kinda- you
rockets,
probably could have put some weird
MP3,
ones in there.
The modern zoo, guide dogs, which I thought was kind of neat.
Oh, yeah, nice.
The first genetically modified animal,
Okay.
reliable pregnancy tests, smart ID card, sex shops, gummy bears, glue sticks, the egg slicer, the jerry can, the clarinet, the harmonica, the tuba, the Paralympic Games, the balance beam, Catan, and
Yeah.
the Zeppelin.
Klaus Teuber. Yeah.
Yeah. And then some other notable ones which they claim to have been involved in. So the automobile, the bicycle, the computer, the parachute, the motorcycle, the airbag, all the normal ones.
Automobile, I think, yeah, they were pretty involved in, so I think we can give them, yeah. Yeah, you could have thrown me off with some of those. Like, what changed history more? The printing press or the egg slicer?
Well, they both do the same thing, you know?
It's the same, yeah, like
The same
mechanical
function.
principle. Yeah. One of them, perpetuated like radical new ideas and changed the course of
Yeah.
European history. One of them is the printing press.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's still been in some countries, so.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Is it Qatar where you're not allowed to have one or something?
Yeah, well, yeah,
I don't know.
Max Slicer, yeah, you wouldn't want to bring that shit in anyway.
Aspirin is a fun fact. I didn't realize it was German. It's not very spelled very German in my opinion. But so the guy who kind of synthesized it first, his name was Felix Hofmann.
Yeah.
He had 2 very productive weeks. I'm sure he had other ones in his life, but 2 especially ones in 1887. He first synthesized aspirin, and he also synthesized heroin.
Oh yeah, he was on a tear that month.
Yeah, one of them caught on. So.
Yeah. And one of them legally we cannot mention what happened to it afterwards.
Yeah. Well, he wasn't the first one to do it. He just kind of stumbled into it independently.
Yeah.
Still kind of a interesting thing to stumble into.
Yeah, it's like he's killed and saved a lot of people's lives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Germany, I would honestly go towards the S tier.
Yeah, I know. And like as I said, like I've said a couple of times, I thought some of these inventions were German too, so I could have associated them with inventing stuff.
Yeah.
Like, like the X-ray, like again, how important that's been like modern medicine.
I've never had an X-ray.
Yeah.
No, I tell a lie. When I go to the dentist, they give you a little X-ray.
Exactly.
things.
Yeah. So I think very significant.
Yeah, but how?
And also gummy bears are pretty nice.
Yeah.
Thank you, Haribo.
I didn't look into it. They were the actual ones who didn't do it, but I assumed it was them. So.
Yeah, Hans Riegelbahn. That's what it stands for.
I read this horror story online once. It seemed like a horror story to me, where some guy had like this huge gummy bear. Right?
Okay.
Apparently, you can't eat it in one sitting. It like kills you. Like it's just overloads your body with gelatin. So if you try to munch through it, it becomes like, because you think like one gummy bear is nice, but imagine having to take pack after pack in. You know.
Yeah, no, like anything, I wouldn't want to have too much of it. No.
Yeah. Anyways,
Okay.
to leave you on that beautiful thought. So next up, we have the kerosene lamp. Pretty impactful. The movable beehive, or well, just modern beehives in general.
Yeah. Okay.
And Esperanto.
I do know where Esperanto comes from.
Yes.
This was.
Seneca.
It does sound quite like Southern Europe.
Yeah.
Kerosene lamp I would have thought was British actually. I think like mining lamp, maybe that's something like Davy lamp.
No, you'd be wrong. Kerosene was first as a substance put together in Nova Scotia actually.
Oh.
By some guy, and then 10 years later, this was created. The kerosene.
Right. Okay. Yeah. And I know. Yeah. Bees were definitely harvested like for a long time. Like going back to like ancient times. But yeah, this is probably more like again like a industrial version.
Yeah.
And then so Esperanto I know is Polish.
Yes. By ZZ or LL Zamenhof.
Ludwig Zamenhof. Yeah.
Yeah. It's always my want to learn language.
I could find a better language for you to learn, maybe.
I disagree. Yeah. They also technically invented the bulletproof vest.
Okay.
The first versions were made out of silk, surprisingly.
That is surprising, yes.
Yeah. Again, some priest. A handheld mine detector.
Yeah.
The rubber condom is apparently attributed to them.
Okay.
Q-tips, the polio vaccine,
Whoa.
and electric arc welding is something they were also quite heavily involved in.
That's not bad, yeah. Like polio vaccine, I might have put up more front and center.
Yeah, I didn't want to look into how that broke down into the controversies.
Because it was Jonas
and
Salk.
as an anti-vaxxer myself.
Maybe officially retract that statement.
I joke, but yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's like a fine, like Esperanto. I'm sorry.
Esperanto's great. It's the most popular artificial language. Which other
That's a very low bar.
No, which other country has invented a language in Europe?
I don't know.
See, it's not easy to do. I would give it a lot more credit.
Okay, you said like just a bit too into Esperanto. I'll say
I'd go.
kerosene lamp probably was useful.
Yeah, but it fell out of fashion. Well, it kind of moved beyond it, right?
Yeah, but it served its function.
Yeah.
Well, I'll say like a C.
I would honestly go on B, but
It's a C.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see about that.
Yeah.
Okay, next up. This one's probably pretty evident. Google Maps.
Okay.
The ponton chair. And electricity generating wind turbines.
I feel like I did hear about Google Maps before, and it was some random European country. But you say it's self-evident. I'm actually not. It's not really coming to me.
Is it not?
No. Maybe I'm missing a trick here.
Think of one setting you would use all of these at once.
Okay. Also, the Panton chair? What is...
I thought you might notice more. I didn't really care about the different designs of chairs. And they listed it as quite high in their country's achievements.
Never heard this before, but I appreciate you taking me as like a man of culture.
I thought it was European, and I just maybe wasn't European enough.
So maybe, yeah, like wind turbine. I'm trying to think of like countries we've already had. Like Denmark is like one that we've not had yet. So
We haven't yet.
maybe that, but yeah, like because Panton sounds like kind of French to me.
Mm-hmm.
But we have France,
Yes.
so yeah, so that's a Denmark.
You'd be right.
Yeah.
I left off Lego just to make things
that's fair.
interesting.
That's fair.
So they kind of meant all these. Google Maps was first created as like a pilot project by like two Danes living in Australia of all places. So is it really Danish? But
We'll give it some.
anyways, the Panton chair just seen as like a design thing. I just don't get it. But,
Chairs and chairs,
The
yeah.
wind turbines are quite on the nose for what they do.
Yeah, like Ørsted, a lot of wind turbines.
Well, those
so-
stocks crashed,
yeah,
so.
yeah, okay, we don't give stock advice here, please. And Lego is the famous one, yeah.
But is it an invention? I guess so.
Yeah.
It's a building brick, but
Yeah, interlocking bricks, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, what do we think of it then?
Well, Google Maps is something that I use every day, nearly.
Oh, you don't use your Apple Maps or Bing
Yeah.
Maps? Or,
I don't have an iPhone, so I have Apple Maps. Yeah, like Google Maps is extremely useful.
Yeah.
Wind turbines, I think, a great invention too.
Mhm.
The Panton chair, I'm sorry, you kind of lost me that one. That's just a different kind of chair. Didn't invent the chair.
I think if you're Danish, you'd maybe appreciate it more.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. In the same way I appreciate, word spacing. So maybe, I don't know, like if it was something else beside the Panton chair, I probably would say A, but maybe it's B.
No, imagine Legos there instead.
I think maybe still B.
You put that above Esperanto.
Yes, of course I would, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, like how many people actually speak Esperanto?
Several million. 1.2.
That's just over 1 million. Like,
More people than speak Luxembourgish or Gaelic. How many speak Gaelic?
yeah, I know it's more like, but we're talking like people who speak it every day or who can speak it.
I don't know. There's a small minority of people who have that as their first language, and I thought that'd be really neat.
Yeah. No, it is pretty neat, but like more people speak Luxembourgish every day, I imagine, than speak Esperanto.
I don't know. I'm gonna change that fact. But,
Yeah, you're welcome to.
so we're back after our Esperanto study break.
Yeah.
Just to
Swat it up a little bit.
It has facts about the language and culture in there.
Yeah,
How
of
often
course,
do you
yeah.
see that in a language learning book?
Quite a lot.
I don't really learn languages, but
Yeah.
okay. Going up next to a beautiful little swath of
Yes.
chicken McNuggets and the industrial titanium extraction.
Yes, but my two favorite things to order at McDonald's. This one I actually learned recently.
Did you?
Yes, because I learned that the head chef at McDonald's
Yes.
back in, I think it was like the 60s and 70s.
70s, 79.
Okay.
70s, yeah.
Was from the beautiful nation of Luxembourg.
You'd be correct.
Yeah.
He also invented the McRib,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
that didn't survive, so.
Yeah, that's sad.
Yeah.
That's an amazing contribution to the world.
My partner is Luxembourgish, and I was joking last year, so what did the Luxembourg contribute? And she's like, the chicken nugget.
Yeah.
And I could not believe it.
No, I actually, when I got told this as well, like earlier in the year, I was a gag about it. Yeah, it was crazy. So, yeah. Fair play to this guy. I don't remember his name, but
it's very Luxembourgish. It's René Arendt.
yeah. Good job.
One of the head chefs at McDonald's. So then again, technically, it was invented in Luxembourg. Probably not.
No,
still a fun
no,
fact.
probably not. But we'll take it for Luxembourg. So yeah, good job. And industrial titanium extraction. Sure.
Right, it was one method of extracting titanium in like industrial settings, which I guess is important. But
Yeah, you were scraping the barrel there after McNuggets. You were like, okay.
they had a bunch of other things, but they were just like Americans moving there and being like, oh, what a quaint little village.
Okay.
But
Yeah. McNuggets. Okay, well, it's probably like a C, isn't it? Like it could be a D, but McDonald's are good enough to propel it to a C.
I think it's being like kneecapped a little bit because of its size.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I would be between a D and a C. If you leaning C, I guess. Oh, but that puts in the same tier as Esperanto, which I consider a bit more.
You need to let it go. You need to let it go.
Anyways, moving on. Only two again here. The
Okay.
ejection seat, mainly for fighter jets and stuff.
Yeah.
And the fountain pen.
Was the fountain pen the same as biro?
I'll need to double check because that was that guy that invented.
Because Laszlo Biro
Yeah.
invented. But I don't know. I know maybe it was the ballpoint pen that he invented.
Exactly, but
So
that's
a different kind
so
of
it's-
pen.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so it's
Good.
hungry.
I had several pens on this list.
Yeah. Now it's almost like a process of elimination. Like, what countries haven't we said yet? And it's only 2, not 3. So, like, it must be a smaller country.
Right.
So I'm gonna say.
I will say Italy has not been said yet.
Yeah, okay, I think Italy's brought a bit more to the world. There's not even non-commercial mozzarella here. It could be like. Maybe because I'm thinking of Byron, I'm thinking like that part of the world, but like Slovakia or something.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's only like 2, like, and again, ejection seat could be like military kind of use, like, so I don't know, I'm thinking Iron Curtain. And you said earlier, like, you know, the Eastern countries have fewer inventions for that reason. So yeah, let's go Slovakia.
Unfortunately, Slovakia
Damn,
is not correct. You were close. Romania is.
The communist logic was there. Yeah.
Yeah. That's about all I found for Romania.
Okay.
Romania is not too prevalent, but they had a bunch of innovations around jet engines and turbines and stuff, which.
Very technical stuff, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why they love flying so much, but yeah.
Because it's there.
I guess so. Okay, where would we for the Romans?
D?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, below the chicken nugget.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a fountain pen isn't that useful when you have a ballpoint pen.
I guess so. But the ballpoint pen did come later, right?
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Ah.
But it's just better, yeah.
Okay.
Whatever
Moving
version of
on.
it.
Next up, the truss bridge, which I didn't realize was invented, but I guess it was.
By Liz Truss, yeah.
Of course. Yeah, it built the foundation of her prime ministership.
Yeah.
Forensic fingerprinting, invented by the great forensic. But and then a necktie, or as they used to call it, the cravat.
Yeah. Which kind of gives it away.
Does it?
Yeah. Because this country is known as Hrvatska,
Right. Yes.
which leads to the cravat.
Yes.
And to be fair, Forencic could be like an actual surname in this country.
Yeah, true. The,
You know?
the IC.
So yeah, beautiful Croatia.
Yeah, Croatia.
You got to say
would
knock
be
off Croatia flag.
Oh, is it?
That's-
Yeah. AI is not there yet, people.
yeah, I think so. I don't know where this flag came from. I think it might be from a different time.
Yeah. But yeah, that's basically it.
It's pretty good.
A nice little list. They also did torpedo and quarantine was first implemented in Dubrovnik in the 1300s.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, like plague or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like all other countries, they also claim to have invented a parachute, a pencil, and a pen. So
Why is everyone so obsessed with having the parachute? You know,
I think it's easy to put a concept like you
of
think
jumping
I
off
have a-
something.
I have a big bed sheet. I'll jump. It's just hard to survive that, you know.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's hard to patent it when you're dead.
This
yeah.
guy apparently went to Venice to try jumping off a building there,
Okay.
which I think because there wasn't a tall enough building in Croatia.
Yeah, I think you have to kind of be more ambitious.
Yeah.
Fingerprinting is a cool one.
It was actually invented in Argentina.
Okay.
The guy moved over there in like the 1900s or so, and then he was using it to solve this murder case, and everyone was so impressed.
Yeah,
They're
like
caught on.
the first person to do that like must have like blown everyone in the minds.
Yeah.
So, I'm kind of though, yeah, like fingerprinting has like helped to catch a lot of criminals.
And also imprison a lot of people wrongly, because your fingerprint is only unique to like it's like a 1 in a million chance your fingerprint's a line, right?
Okay.
But that's like because there's a few billion people.
So you're thinking maybe has fingerprinting caused more harm than good?
Oh, look, maybe not more harm than good, but
It's not a perfect invention.
no.
No. It's fair. So maybe it is more in the C category. I was leaning towards B, but like yeah, I can do C as well.
I think given where the other Balkan states fall, I'm happy to bump it up a little bit.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, that flag looks much nicer.
Yeah, yours looked a little bit. Yeah, what did it say?
Okay.
Here we
Next
go.
up, vitamin C, the ballpoint pen, and the Rubik's Cube.
Yeah, I was thinking for Hungary,
Mm-hmm.
the ballpoint pen and Rubik's Cube would kind of be the two big ones. Vitamin C is an interesting one.
Yeah.
So who isolated vitamin C?
It was Albert Zent Georgi. He isolated it. There's a funny little folk story about how he did it, because he was like working in the lab one day, went home for dinner, and his wife gave him a pepper, and he was like, God damn it, I don't want to eat a pepper. So he's like, I'll take it to the lab for some testing. Takes it and accidentally isolates vitamin C.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, it's like I was listening to a podcast about like the Kellogg brothers.
Yeah.
An invention of like cornflakes too. It was like he like was called away from the lab and then left the flakes there, and then he kind of turned into cornflakes or whatever. So yeah, people love these like folksy stories rather than I worked very hard in the lab and I discovered this thing just through my own like endeavor. Yeah. But yeah, like ballpoint pen, something I use pretty regularly. Every day at work. Rubik's Cube.
Every day at work?
No. There was a Rubik's Cube craze at my school, briefly.
Every school had that.
Yeah. Like, there were a few weeks where there was a good number of lads who, like, one guy did like 30 seconds. It was very impressive.
Yeah. Fun fact with the Rubik's Cube. So it was invented by, like, a guy, like an architect guy.
I don't know Rubik, yeah.
Yeah, yes. Great. But he was actually not looking to create, like, a toy. He was looking to create more of a mechanism where you can slide something. So you can slide something without it falling apart. Because basically, it's kind of an interesting design, right? So he got it. He's like screwing out of it.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh no, it's all messed up.
Yeah.
It took him a month to put it back together. And that's when he realized this makes a pretty good toy or puzzle.
He's like, wait, what monster? Oh, or...
You know, he went for that entire month, he went around the whole department being like, can you help me? It was good to begin with. Mathematically, it should be possible.
Yeah, the fact that people can do it in like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Is crazy. The first Rubik's Cube took a month.
Yeah.
To solve.
Okay. Where do we think the Hungarians end up? I think it's like for what Hungary is at times, I think it's a decent list.
Like ballpoint pen is like a very useful thing, yeah.
But you could have just stuck to the fountain pen, right?
I guess you could.
Splash.
Yeah, a lot of ink dripping around the place.
Mm-hmm.
Rubik's Cube was like a fun gimmick.
C?
Yeah, that's fine. I thought maybe B, but I think C is good too. So
that Luxembourg is still annoying me, but
okay. Do you not like chicken nuggets? Do you not like chicken nuggets?
No, I like it, but that's all you contribute to the world.
Yeah.
Fair.
It's brought joy to millions.
Oh, yeah, we have the piano, ballet,
okay,
and the italic font.
Well, I'm gonna guess.
Maybe I put in a red herring here somewhere.
And also, piano is an Italian word.
It is.
Yeah, for softly.
Yes.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna say Italy.
Right. It would be correct. Italy also meant the barometer, the Arduino, the little programmable chip thing, is Italian. The casino, the cello, dental fillings, dentures, encyclopedias, the espresso machine, gelato, jacuzzis.
Oh yeah.
The mile as a unit of measurement.
Oh,
not American.
Oh, yeah.
The mocha pot, radio, Vespas, Nutella.
Yeah.
And then they kind of invented banks, cologne, the helicopter, newspapers, parachutes, and television. So
it's not a bad selection, Italy. I gotta say, yeah, my cousin works for Ferrero, who make
I
Nutella.
can't say for a bank.
No.
but
well, yeah, I also got a cousin who works at a bank.
I didn't realize Nutella was Italian.
Yeah, like Ferrero Rocher as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Tic Tacs.
Oh, those are also.
I think they're also made. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I remember like getting like free Tic Tacs as a kid, off this relation.
Yeah.
And jacuzzi, that's like a fun one of like a name becoming like the term for a product like Hoover.
Although it was 7 Italian brothers in America.
Oh, I love that though. Just 7 guys being bros, being dudes.
Sitting in a little pool and they're like, we could sell this. Yeah. I never thought about italics being something that existed outside of computers.
Yeah.
But the guy was basically his logic in the 1500s, like, I want it to look more beautiful than type.
I didn't realize they were that old, yeah. Like, that's crazy, 500 years of italics.
And your piano facts were spot on.
Yeah.
It was originally called, like, a harpsichord that can play loud and soft. And they're like, that's a pretty long name. Let's just call it the piano.
Yeah, because pianoforte, right, is the full name, I think.
No, it's longer. It's like...
Oh, sorry, maybe, the intermediate name will say is pianoforte, yeah.
Yeah.
Like the loud and soft part. So it's not a bad old collection. Maybe it is an A.
Yeah, A or S. And I know I skimmed over some of Da Vinci's stuff I think if you wanted to go a bit more to the ancients, you could find a lot of scientific things going on too.
Yeah.
The Romans were pretty. If you consider Romans Italian, I would probably bump it up to S.
Yeah, like we're talking like aqueducts and all this
Because
sort
I
of
kind
thing.
of didn't put that in there.
Yeah, but you wanted to fill out the Greek one, so you have to put in some of the ancient stuff.
Yeah, I guess if the Greeks were up in S, the Italian should also be, right? Kind of.
I don't know, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it, so.
Yeah. I feel compelled, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. Last one, actually.
Here we go.
I believe this is the last one I had.
Okay, just a Reuben sandwich.
Yeah.
And nothing else.
Yeah. It made me hungry.
Yeah, that photo is great. Yeah, there's a place in Cork, Sonny's Deli, which does an excellent Reuben sandwich.
Right.
So when you come to Cork, we're going there.
So you're locking in Ireland?
Yeah. For me, this feels like very much like, I would have thought like Jewish, like New York invention.
It was invented by a Jewish man in New York.
Yeah, so there we go. But he was from somewhere else.
Yes, and they claim him quite.
Will we say Lithuania as a country we've not said yet, and which had like a significant Jewish population at a certain point?
That's a great guess.
Yeah.
You'd be correct.
There we go.
They also invented the euthanasia roller coaster.
Oh my god.
Have you heard about this thing?
I have, yeah. That's pretty.
It's
pretty dark.
A design for a roller coaster which would euthanize you slowly, or in a fun manner.
Would it be slowly? I feel it would be quite quick, wouldn't it? Yeah.
It'll build up speed.
Okay, yeah. It's more the tension
It
beforehand.
goes through several loops and then.
Yeah. But the Reuben sandwich. Tell me about this gentleman.
Yeah, Reuben Kulakowski, immigrant to New York, made a great sandwich.
Yeah. It's a superb sandwich, and in all Lithuania, you should be proud of him. Yeah. It's as good as a chicken McNugget.
Well, add in the euthanasia roller coaster. I'm sure the Luxembourg.
That's a concept rather than an invention, I would argue.
I would agree too, but I thought it was interesting that that was prominently featured on national lists of inventions. You know you're scraping upon the barrel.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So now you can realize which countries haven't made it onto our list. So sorry to those 3 countries. You're saying D?
Yeah.
I'm putting a Reuben sandwich on a par with...
on par with the Hungarian inventions.
No, on par with the chicken McNuggets.
That's why I wanted chicken McNuggets down in D as well. I think you're being blinded here by your stomach. The only reason I'm accepting Luxembourg and C is because they're titanium stuff.
Okay. Well, if you want to put Luxembourg down in D, then you can.
It's been done.
To be below Esperanto. I think it's a pretty solid list. Like I think the top ones are kind of what I expected. Yeah. Although maybe Portugal and Sweden doing quite well, as smaller countries.
I think so. I think in terms of modern inventions, Portugal should have dropped down a little bit.
Yeah.
I would have expected Denmark to be a little higher, but maybe I didn't do my research well enough.
No. I think they did a good job. So I think you should be proud of yourself.
Yeah.
I think maybe Poland, for a size of country, like maybe you'd expect a little bit more from them. But then again, they've had a complex history.
I think they were more struggling to survive for most of their
history.
That's
the thing. They don't have time for tinkering.
Because you see a lot of ones up there were a lot of those countries which were going out and trying to rule the world, right?
Yes.
And I think that to do that, you're reading the necessity to create invention. You need to create the environment where people can create and move forward. I think that's also why you see none of like the post-Soviet states scoring on highly, because I was saying earlier, you need a certain kind of like innovation environment which encourages people to have an incentive to go out and create. Yeah,
it would be cool to do this with like apps or something as well. You do like a 21st century version.
Yeah,
so say like Spotify is Swedish. You have like Vinted from Lithuania, and I'm sure you got other examples too.
Birds,
Zalando is German, I guess. So that sort of thing. Good. Like you could do a fun follow-up episode on this. Maybe in 6 months' time. That's what we'll do.
Yeah, we'll see. Inventions in general. Any final reflections beyond what we were just waffling on about? I was a little... Once you break down all of human inventions into just a list like this, it seems like not that much.
No, it seems like there's some basic concepts that we've just kind of tinkered with over the years, just built on and added little bits and pieces to kind of get to where we are now. But the actual huge jumps aren't as frequent as you might think.
And I do, oddly enough, especially seeing as a podcast is supposed to be somewhat European, I appreciate the Americans a bit more after this. Because whenever one of these inventions were like, I can't really be successful in my own country, I'm going to go to America. And they make it there. And it's kind of
if you make it there, you can make it anywhere.
Yeah. Anyways, I don't want to leave on that big of a aggrandizing note, but
The moral of this podcast with York Inventions is that America #1.
yeah. No, we'll see. I think it's interesting to go back at least what Europe did contribute, and I think looking at companies and software and stuff might actually be interesting in the future too.
Yeah.
I think that about wraps it up. No.
I think so. Yeah, I think it's been a very fun exploration, and hope anyone watching / listening along has enjoyed.
Yeah, so inventions are known as the creation of something new, and I advise us all to go out and create in our lives.
Beautiful.
In any new pathways we might have. And I'll leave it at that.
Okay.
See you later.
Good luck.